and welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a book haul, unboxing, whatever you want to call it, which I'm so excited for because I've been wanting to do one of these since I started making videos on this channel, so it's so exciting that I finally get to do one. Over the past couple of weeks I've been buying books, basically, for this video, and today is the day I'm finally getting to open them and show you what I got. I know what a bunch of them are, and I know we have one main series and a bunch of them are by one author, which is very exciting because I love her so much. But yeah, we have a couple of parcels and we're going to open them up and see what we've got. Now this one is already open, so I do know what's in here, but the only reason it's open is because I ordered these along with something else, and I needed the other thing. But I have not touched the books. I just opened it, grabbed out the thing I needed, and then left it. So the first one is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I honestly have not seen all that much about this, but the summary, the blurb, it seems right on my street. It's very fantasy, which I think is fun to dive into. Some more fantasy reads this year. I haven't read all that much, so this seems like the perfect one. So that is book number 1, very exciting. And the second one in this parcel is one that I am very excited for. I've seen it so much, I've seen people rave about it, and honestly, the cover is adorable, and that is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. The cover is just absolutely gorgeous, so I just had to have this, and it's so cute. So I got this one as well. This parcel is actually from Vinted, and it's actually from a friend of mine who was selling this, and I immediately bought it off her because I need this in my collection. If I can open it, that is. So she is the kindest person in the world, and she sent me the book along with some cute little charms she made. So the book is The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson in hardback. This is the Waterstones edition with the sprayed edges, and very exciting, it is also signed, which is so cool because if you know me at all, you will know that Holly Jackson is my favourite author ever, and I don't own any of her signed books, so this is very cool, and the special edition is just absolutely gorgeous, so I'm so happy to have this, and I loved The Reappearance of Rachel Price, so it's, yeah, very cool to have it in this edition as well. She also made me some charms, which is just the kindest thing of her. So we have these little 3 packets which I'm going to open. So the first charm is this little blue one, which is very, very cute, as well as a whole bunch of stickers. She knows me way too well, knows that I love journaling, love pen paling, love stickers, so we have a whole bunch here. This charm is obviously one that you would put into your phone case. Very cute little blue heart. And then we have the final charm, which is this pink, super duper cute one. I'm obsessed, I love it a lot. Thank you very much, Seth, you know I love you. Next we have this one, which is one of the more thicker parcels, so I imagine we have a few in here. Let's see what we have. So, kicking us off, we have The Road Not Taken and The Road Less Travelled by Emily Tudor. Emily is an indie author, and she is a lovely, lovely friend of mine, and actually Emily was the first friend I made as an author and the first person I saw self-publish, so it's really special that she has come so far and written so many incredible books, but I have not read all of them, so I went ahead and bought these 2, which are a duology, and she's just the most incredible person in the world, and I love her, so it's very, very cool to have these. And then we have another Emily book, and this is her most recent release. This is Rewriting the Story, and this is book 4, not including the novella, in the Grand Mountain series, which I did actually go ahead and buy the rest as well, so we're going to see the first ones as well, but this is the most recent release in this series, so Rewriting the Story by Emily Tudor. We're now going into this next package, which again is quite a large one. And here we go with the rest of the Emily books. So first one I'm pulling out is Redefining the Rules, which is Emily's novella for this series. So it's a short story, and yeah, very excited for this. Had to, of course, buy everything in this series. We have the first book she ever released, Replaying the Game. I actually do have this, but I have the original published version when it first came out. She has since re-released and republished this book, so this is the up-to-date version. So I thought I'd grab it anyway and give it a reread to see what's different, because I loved the original version. But yeah, it's very exciting to see, kind of read her first book with all her growth of every other book she's written. So Replaying the Game. And then we have Reconsidering the Facts by Emily Tudor. This is book 2 in the Grand Mountain series, and one of the ones I'm most excited for because it's a murder mystery, which is right up my street, and also the main character is called Paige. So yeah, I feel very seen with this book. Very excited. I actually read the arc of this, and I loved it, but it was ages ago that I read it, so I'm excited to dive back into this. And then we have Reconciling with the Rival, also by Emily. This is book 3 in the Grand Mountain series. So I went ahead and bought all of them because why not? So obviously with everything here now, we have the entire Grand Mountain series in my hands, which is just the coolest thing in the world because Emily is wonderful. As well as, of course, her other 2 books, which are gonna be incredible. I can already see it. So Emily, we love you over here. Thank you very much for existing. Thank you for writing these books. I cannot wait to read them. Next was the last one in this package, and this is actually by another indie author. I love indie authors so much. So, and this is one that I've been dying to read. And this is Starstruck by Alexandra Lee. Alexandra Lee is quite possibly one of the best people in the world. She's not only incredibly talented at writing, but she is incredibly talented at like graphic design. She was the person who made my book called Gold Cage. She made the cover for that book and the full wrap, so she's phenomenal. She also made my website. So yeah, I love Alexandra. So I'm very excited to fully read the finished version of Starstruck. A rockstar romance, what's not to love. Next package. Let's see what's in here. So I'm just going to pull them out in the way that they are in. So first we have Next of Kin by Hannah Bonham Young. Very cute. I think I actually only bought this because it was cheap. It was £3. So I thought, why not? I have Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young. Haven't read it yet, but I've heard great things. So I saw this and I thought, why not? And it also looks like a very interesting story, like the blurb and the summary and everything. So very excited to dive in to this. I think it's going to be a very light, easy, quick little read. And then next we have Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone. This has been on my wish list for so long that I finally just went ahead and bought it. The cover is absolutely stunning, and I just am in need of a really good quick romance, so this is perfect for that. Promise Me Sunshine. Ooh, we have a hardback. We have Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. This has just come out a couple of days ago, and I am so excited for this because, as I said, I love Holly Jackson. I've read everything she's ever written, so this is next on my list, and I'm so excited to read this book. This is going to be great. I can already tell. And then finally in this package we have Also a book that has been on my wish list for a really long time, but it was unavailable for the longest time for some reason. But that is Loath to Love You by Ali Hazelwood. This is a collection of novellas, which is what draws me to it. I'm not often the quickest reader, and I don't often like to dive into super long books. So this is perfect because it's 3 short novellas, all tucked into one easy little book, and I thought it was very, very cute. And also potentially a very good place to start my Ali Hazelwood journey, because I have a bunch of her books, but I haven't read any of them. So I think this is perfect to get started with this, quick, easy stories. And then finally we are on to the last package. Ruthless Vows, of course. I completely forgot about this. I have Divine Rivals. I have not read it, but it is super high on my TBR, so I will get to that at some point. And then I went ahead and bought Ruthless Vows. I was going to buy it in paperback, but I have Divine Rivals in hardback, so I just figured why not. We'll just make this series a hardback series for me. Ruthless Vows, I'm very excited to jump into this. And then the final book of this entire haul, the final one, quite possibly one that I'm maybe, apart from Not Quite Dead Yet, the most excited for, because I love Laura Steven. Simply being, I loved Our Infinite Fates. That is one of my, probably, I always say A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series is my favourite book series of all time, and it is. However, favourite standalone has to be Our Infinite Fates. I loved that book, and I went ahead and bought Silver Cloak by Laura Steven, and I need to read this because I think this is also quite new in terms of it's just been released in the last couple of days, so great. Oh, it has a map. I love when a book has a map. Yeah, I'm so excited for this. As well, I'm excited for everything. This is a great haul. But Laura Steven is really making her way up my list of favourite authors, so I'm very excited to see what happens with Silver Cloak. So that is everything. I'm going to do a little quick overview. So we have Silver Cloak, Not Quite Dead Yet, and Ruthless Vows in hardback. Oh, and I forget, also have the special edition in hardback of The Reappearance of Rachel Price. Love this book, love Holly, and it's signed. Then, of course, we have a couple of little one-off standalones. We have Promise Me Sunshine, Next of Kin, When the Moon Hatched, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and Loath to Love You. I'm very excited for all of these. And then we have my indie author stack, because we love supporting indie authors over here. We have Starstruck by Alexandra Lee. I will also link all of these books in the description below, so if you want to go and check out indie authors, you want to go check out Alexandra, you want to go check out Emily, highly recommend. They're incredible. Starstruck, The Road Not Taken, and The Road Less Travelled by Emily Tudor. And then we have the entire Grand Mountain series, all 5, Replaying the Game, Reconsidering the Facts, Redefining the Rules, Reconciling with the Rival, and Rewriting the Story. So excited to read these, so much so that I'm actually going to be doing a reading vlog of this entire series. So keep an eye out for that. That is everything I got. I am so super happy with everything. Everything's perfect. Everything's exactly what I wanted. So that is it from me today. We had so many great books to go through. So happy with everything. But that is it for this video. I really, really hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye!